Why is that on there? It doesn't matter. Listen, I'm super pumped. Like super duper pumped. Oh! You know why? Because of something I'm about to show you guys. This is something you guys should be excited about because I'm going to tell you 1 minute. Because of this. Do you know what this is? Let me just take myself out of the picture real quick. Do you know what this is right here? This is what's called a wedge. Now, in trading, uh, there's certain patterns to look for that can give you a better chance at actually making some money. So GME has made the mother of all wedges. Okay, if you look at tradingview.com and you just it's free, so you can check it out. And I'm going to show you guys how to actually chart your own wedges, but it's very simple. I'm just going to redo this for you right now. I learned my charting from stockguru.us. Jamie, shout out to James. Little plug for him there. But this is how he showed us how to do this when I took his course. Now, if you're trying to learn how to trade, you can look on YouTube and you can browse a bunch of videos and you can do it for free, or you can pay a few $100s to actually shorten your learning curve. But basically, this is how I learned how to do it. I'm not a financial advisor. Just want to say that just in case you guys are thinking about suing me. But let's see. This is how you do it. So you want to get one of these line graphs right here, and you want to just follow this trend line. Right. This is called the trend line right here, and I'll make this. I'm going to touch these two. I feel comfortable doing this. All right. I'm going to change this to purple because it just makes me. It just helps me out. So we're going to touch. Okay. So I just touched this top point to this top point, and to make this little wedge. Let's draw another trend line. So when you draw this trend line, now this is really important. This one right here. The reason why it's important because it's showing the high and low of this wedge, and the reason why this is important is because this is going to give us our possible price prediction. Okay, we're trying to figure out where GME is heading, and how you can predict the price is a combination of news, this wedge. This is why I'm so bullish on. Oh, hold on a second. Before we have to clone this. We're gonna. Oh shoot! What did I do? All right, so we're gonna take this line. We're gonna clone it. Clone. Bam. We're gonna move this over to here. And now we have a point where this wedge could possibly break out of, right? So if you look, this from the bottom of this wedge to the top was 1,000% increase, 464 point increase, which is 1,000 point increase. So right here you'll see that according to the wedge, by this date, which is about the end of the month of April, about the 27th of April, we're looking at a price target of $646.24. Now, I've seen charts like this break out early. Where am I at? Let's put me back here. Bam, there I am. All right, cool. So I'm gonna move myself. Actually, no, I don't need to move myself over. So I'm super pumped because this is the mother of all short squeezes, which will probably trigger other short squeezes. So one, this makes me bullish on GME because of this chart. That's one. Two, I'm going to show you this. Now you can do this yourself. If you go into let's see, fidelity.com, and you look at their options. You have to have an account. So you look at their options tool, you click on probability calculator, you type in GME, and you get this. No, let me just take myself out of here one more time. Let me just, bam. All right, now, if you look at this, right, if you look at this graph, this is freaking crazy. It's predicting a price target of over 14,000. Now, they have all this AI algorithm that tells you this stuff. Now, as of what's today? Today's the 20th. As of today's date, we're looking. This is where we're at, and this is where things are going to be. Now, is this correct? Like, is this a for sure thing? No, but it's just adding to my personal probability of this happening. Right? It's, in my opinion. Well, let me get back to this for a second. I'm sorry, I'm so excited. I'm all over the damn place. But let me. Oh man, I'm so pumped, man. But if you check this out, let me just move this out the way. So this has a 48% chance of being above this number, right? And anywhere from this, which is what is this? This has to be around 500, right? Which lines up to to the graph that we talked about, to 2,000. I mean, a short squeeze can be very volatile, and one of this magnitude can go to infinity essentially. I mean, it can go to really high numbers. Honestly, it's whatever people want to sell at, and the reason why this is significant because you got the chart, you got this probability calculator, and you can go on and type in any other symbol. The only two symbols that I found that have this large of a price disparity is GME and AMC. They're kind of hand in hand. When GME rips, so does AMC. They're both shorted by the same hedge funds. And today's word of the day I wanted to say is wedgies for hedgies. Wedgies for hedgies. So, and that gets me excited because when these hedge funds decide to cover, you're going to see massive price increase. And I found this on Webull. I was actually looking at the stock GME, and you click on news, and then it brings you to this. And that was on my phone, so I actually was. I found this online by just typing in, Webull GameStop short squeeze. So if you just take a look at this, the mother of all short squeezes and her many potential offspring. So the mother of all short squeezes is MOASS for short, is how the impending once-in-a-lifetime squeeze of GameStop short is being referred to. So, and rightfully so. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I need you to actually read this. So this is another thing that's adding to, the potential of this actually short squeezing. When will it happen? I don't know. Is it going to happen? In my opinion, I think so, and I think it's going to happen very soon, because you have. So again, you got this. You have this wedge. You have this probability calculator, and you have a lot of momentum, behind this. And you got Roaring Kitty that just, if you don't know who Roaring Kitty is, aka Deep Effing Value, aka Keith Gill, he has quadrupled down on his position, meaning that he already owned 100,000 shares of GME, and he owned call options. His call options were going to expire on last Friday, which is 4/16. And when you own the call option, you have the right, but not the obligation, to buy the stock. What he did, since his options expired in the money, he actually exercised his call option to own the stock. So his call options were, he had 50,000 shares. He bought 50,000 shares, and he already had millions of dollars in cash, and he bought another 50,000 shares. The last time this happened was, I'm going to show you on this chart. Let's move this over the plate, over here. So the last time this happened was right here, right? I remember Keith Gill talking to Congress, and the guy was kind of being a little facetious about it. Well, what do you think about GameStop at this price? It's $40 a share, roughly $38, $40 a share. What do you think about it now? He's like, I own the stock, I love the stock, and I'm bullish on the stock. He bought around this date, February 18th. And then soon after, boom, price exploded. It went easily from $38 a share to, what is this? $38 a share to basically $200 a share. And another thing that has me really excited is that, first off, he just quadrupled down in his position, right? A lot of people are getting in this. And if you think that this stock is worth owning, maybe you should share with your friends and family. Maybe they should own a couple shares of it, because the way the short squeeze will squeeze even faster and harder is if other people buy and hold their positions. You buy and hold and only sell when the price is at a really, a price that you feel that is the floor. And a lot of people have been talking on Wall Street bets. The new floor is 10,000. New floor is 100,000. When these shorts have to cover, and they will have to cover soon, they will need to buy back the shares at whatever the going price is. And you know who makes that price? You and me, whoever's selling. And I'm not selling until 10,000 plus. I think that it's going to really get up to that point, but who knows? Oh, let's do this. Let's look at, if you doubt that it can possibly squeeze that much, just look at what's happened in the past. Now, the past doesn't equal the future, but this was nothing. This was nothing compared to what's going to come. Once this momentum starts break, let me tell you this. Let me show you some more proof, okay? This has happened on many stocks before, this whole wedge, and I'm going to prove it to you. I was in Tilray. Let's see, Tilray. Let this load a little bit. My cousin and I, shout out to Aaron, we were picking some stocks back in the beginning of the year, and I got out of this position, actually, and I kicked myself in the ass for it because it ripped. And this is when I just started to get into options trading and trading. But this is Tilray. If you look at this wedge, again, if you follow this pattern, it's like if you imagine taking a ball and throwing it, and then it bounces, and it makes a big bounce, a small bounce, and a small, and it gets smaller and smaller. But if you look at how this wedge gets tighter and tighter, it just bounces, and it gets really tight. I thought that this was going to break out in January. So I said, you know what? I'm going to wait for, I put a little resistance line here. If you can look, I thought it was going to actually hold, it was going to bounce off of this resistance back down, and it would allow me an opportunity to buy some cheaper call options or even buy the stock and hold it. But you know what happened? It freaking ripped early, and that's what happens sometimes. And what did it do? It went from $9 a share, $9.50, to what? $9 all the way up to, you guys are not going to believe this, all the way up to, keeps going, all the way up to $76 a share. Do you know how much money would have been made if I would have bought some call options and it went from $9 to 70-something dollars? And that's a pretty short, period of time. Went from basically January 5th to the height was what? February. All I had to do was buy a call option out a month, and it went from $9 to $76. That's what is that? So 76 divided by 9. That's an 8x return. 8x. When I made some serious money, let's go. Let's look at some of these gains I made. So AMC. Check this out, okay? So I've been flashing this around a lot because I want to get people excited about the opportunity. If you've never had an opportunity to make money, in my opinion, this is better than the freaking lottery, man, because it's something that you can guess. With the lottery, you don't know. It's just you're just throwing your money into the, and they know, man. I mean, these, the state knows that people are degenerate gamblers, and they're just thinking about, this money they can make, but you're not going to be able to make with the lottery. I know two people that I know one person personally that I know that's hit the lottery, right? And he made $1 million, and I know so many people in my family that play the lottery. I played the lottery, and I played every once in a while. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a really, you're wasting your money, honestly. But sometimes I feel lucky. I'll spend $20 and whatever, it doesn't happen, so weird. But I know two people out of all the people that I've known that play the lottery that never made any money. But this is a good opportunity. Look, so I bought this the day before AMC ripped. I know this video is about GME, but it's also about AMC because when this short squeeze happens with GME, it's going to trigger other short squeezes because hedges are in other short positions. Okay, so again, we want wedgies for hedgies. Okay, so anyway, so think about this. AMC was at $5 a share. $5 a share when I bought these call options for $400. The next day, I woke up to $108,000. I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to go from maybe $5 to maybe $8, and I make probably $2,000. 100 grand in a day? What? Now, these options are very risky because they expired that week. Now, what I'm doing personally that I don't think you guys should do, but you do whatever you want. This is very high risk. I'm telling people that ask me, Wayne, what should I do? What should I do? I said, listen, whatever money that you're playing with these stocks, expect to lose it. Just don't expect. I mean, my opinion, this is a great risk to reward. If I had $1,000 to risk or $10,000 to risk, and me personally, I put my whole IRA in this, right? Because I know I can make the money back, but this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Let me just show you this. We call this on Wall Street Bets gain porn, right? I love it. It just makes me excited. It gets me going in the morning, But look at this. GME February 26th. Look at this. I had 3 call options for $17. You know what that turned into? 8 grand. 45,000% return, man. That's just unheard of. That's crazy, man. Right? And these are coming. These gains are coming again. Look at this. Invested $71, turn that into for whatever reason I turned it into $800. $2,000 turned into $24,000. Come on, man. I mean, this is the type of gains we're thinking about. This is the type of gains we're aiming for. So, in my opinion, if I have $1,000, I mean, this is what I'm doing personally for my IRA. I had like a small IRA that I had for my old job when I was working. There was about $15,000 in there. What I did is I bought $10,000 in shares, AMC and GME, and then I spent about 5 grand in options, right? Call options. I bought I have some dry powder, which is just money that's sitting to the side. And what I'm doing is I'm buying call options that expiring the week of, a month out, 3 months out, 6 months out, and leap options, which are like a year or 2 out. I'm doing that because when this thing rips, the options that are closest to the expiration date that you pick, and when it rips, and if an AMC goes from $9 to $100 within a week, those options that week they're gonna look so chunky, it's not even funny. So my personal goal is to retire by August, my birthday. And I've always had this. I wrote down in my goal sheet I wanted to retire by 35, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I've been just thinking about, once you have your mind set on something, you just start, just trying to figure it all out. Like, where is this going? Like, how can I do this? And you have the opportunity of a lifetime. A computer, YouTube, you have access to information. When I was growing up, we didn't have a computer, but my dad was always saying, we got to get a computer in the house. He just knew that we had to get a computer. We have to have a home-based business. For whatever reason, that stuck to me. So growing up, my best friend John, he had a computer at his house, and I'd always be on a computer, like looking things up, just goofing around. But you had access to information. If you go to other third world countries, they don't have access to books even sometimes. Let alone, a cell phone, a computer in your pocket. So I'm urging you guys, whatever goals you have, write them down and set targets. Like, make a big goal, but then make a little goal each week. If you have a goal to make $1 million in a year, you have to find someone that's going to teach you how to do that and start looking. The best thing you can do is educate yourself. Invest money into yourself. Invest money into a course. Invest money into hiring a coach that's going to teach you, that's going to shorten the learning curve. Yeah, you can probably figure it out on your own through YouTube, but I can tell you that when you find someone that's been through the jungle of the stock world or through the world, you're going to shorten your learning curve, right? It's going to take you some time to learn, but if you get with someone that could, get you from point A to point Z quicker, it's going to cost you money, but they're getting you to your goal, so it makes sense. But let's see what AMC and GME is doing in the pre-market. Listen, this is going to be the end of my video soon. I just wanted to give you guys some encouragement. And listen, you guys are part of the Wolf Pack, man. I think I'm going to rename my channel Wolf Pack Wealth or something like that. And because, as a wolf, you are a predator. I consider myself a hedge fund predator, a stock predator. I'm looking for prey. I'm looking for opportunities. And but I also could be a part of a pack. So a wolf is a lone wolf, but also could be a part of a pack, and we can go get money together. So listen, God bless you guys. Um, if you like the video, if you like anything you heard, please like it. If you think someone else can benefit from this, please share it. I'm gonna come out with some more videos. If you want to subscribe, I don't want to sound like people begging for subscribers. I don't need it, honestly. If I want to be able to impact and empower someone. If someone gets something out of this video, that really helps me out, man. Knowing that I can help someone else out and inspire them to do better and be better and go after some of their goals and dreams. So again, what did I want to say here? So some of the other names that could potentially short squeeze is Cost, AMC, GME, Discover, Bed Bath & Beyond, Nokia, and BlackBerry. Something for you guys to think about. Do your own due diligence. You can also go to what was I saying? You can also go on to Wall Street Bets and just information is so plentiful. There's people out there that have already done due diligence. You can piggyback off of them, and that's how I found out about it. I saw Wall Street Bets. I'm like, I got to find out what this is about. I saw GME ripping. It was a little expensive. And I said, let me get into AMC. I got into AMC and I got lucky, man. I'd rather be lucky than be smart any day of the week. And I'm not super genius, brilliant. And every time that I've thought that I knew something, God has humbled me and said, you know nothing. And I think Mark Twain has said that. All I know is I know nothing. But at the end of the day, we're here to make money. Let's go get some money, guys. Peace.